Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today's a request and it's not an unboxing as such, it's more about showing you some of the items that I've bought recently. Some of these are actually Christmas gifts for people, but if they don't know who they are and what they're for, then technically I haven't spoiled the gift. So I'm not going to actually say who the gifts are for, just in case said people are watching, but a couple of these are actually some Christmas gifts. I've also been given something from Shearer Candles to show you. I think it's their new collection. And also this particular item here, which is the tens machine, that's going to be next week's video, which is actually some sponsored content. So I just want you to know that these have all been bought by myself. This has been gifted by Shearer and this is going to be for a sponsored post, but I'm going to have a look at it just now without actually unboxing it. So it's not technically an unboxing, it's more let's relax, let's look at some things, let's see what I've been buying recently and why I've bought it. And also, just before we start, I hope you enjoyed the first live that we did. I really enjoyed it. It was at the Gin Spa Glasgow. It was Melanie, who was absolutely fantastic. She taught me a lot of new techniques and I loved the theory behind what she did, and she's obviously so well versed in what she does. She's travelled a lot with work, she's learned a lot of techniques. It was really, really good fun. The half hour flew by. Thanks to everyone that was commenting and watched it at the time and afterwards. And if you do want to see any lives again, or even if you're a salon within the Glasgow area and you'd actually like to participate in a live, then get in touch, because I think we could be on to something, if you agree, with me actually working with other salons, other therapists, to watch one of their favourite treatments to perform. And I can chat with them and talk to them about what they do, why they do it, and why they love those treatments, their salon, their job. And you can be asking questions at the same time. So let me know if that's something that you'd like to do, or if you're someone that would like to do that with me, because I think we could be on to something there. Really, really enjoyed it. Now, in the meantime, let's get chatting through these products and I'll show you what I've been buying. First of all, I think I'll move these to the side and I'll show you the Laura Geller palette. The story behind this, I've used Laura Geller before. I think it's amazing. She's a very well-known makeup artist. I always see her on QVC. If you watch me on the channel, you'll know that I love QVC. I especially love watching Alison Young. She's one of the reasons why I became interested in beauty therapy, because watching In the Salon with Alison when I was a teenager, when we first got cable television, just got hooked on it. She was so knowledgeable, relatable, made it easy to understand. And Laura Geller is a makeup artist that I've watched for ages. So I'm minding my own business, I'm watching QVC. It was actually Andy's Food Fest, if anyone watches it. I also love watching the food. And I had no intention of purchasing anything, it was purely just enjoying watching it. I do actually think QVC might be my ASMR, because I completely zone out when I watch it, I get so relaxed. After Andy's Food Fest, what comes on? Laura Geller special offer, and it was this palette of eyeshadows with the double-ended brush. And it was something like £21, which is a brilliant price when you actually think of the quality and what you're getting. I mean, straight away, the Laura Geller brush is amazing quality. So it's double-sided, so you've got your blender here, and then you've got almost like your liner precision brush there. So straight away, I thought the brush on its own, some people would spend £20 just on the brush. Can I get this back in here? Oh, can I? I don't think so. I'm determined. I don't think it's happening. No, I can't do it. I'm going to move on. I always try to put things back in their packaging when I can, but that is not happening today. So this palette, 18 shades, curated by the artists behind Laura Geller New York. So as you'll see, that's how it looks on the back. I've actually got a job that I've been booked for next week, so I'll be taking this with me too to give it its first trial. That's another thing. I tend to buy these things, but not always for myself. Quite a lot of the time I'll buy them for a job. Not making it easy for myself. Oh, that's actually a little demo card. Let's see if we can get this out. Everything is resisting me today. There we go. Move this packaging to the side. So that's how the palette looks. I hope the light does it justice. You can see just how vibrant the colours are. They're beautiful. Let me see if I can get this. I'll just move it to the side just now. So I was really impressed with the demo on TV. You could see that the pigment was intense. Obviously you're going to have a bit of drop down, you always do, but I mean just look at this one here. So is that sunbeams reading this upside down? Yeah, look at that. Can you see that pigment just there? That's gorgeous. So for £20, I think it might even have been on originally for double that, but I had to get it, it was too good value. So I will use that in my pro kit, but I can't deny I'll probably have good fun testing out some of the colours too. I actually was drawn, again, that's the Caribbean blue. I was drawn to the more vibrant colours because I do think you tend to stick with what you know quite a lot of the time. And sometimes it pays to just see a palette that ticks your boxes and think, nope, I'm actually going to push the boat out, I'm going to get that. So you can see here they've given you some ideas for how to use the different colours in the palette, which again I think is genius because it's different when someone gets a makeup palette and they're doing Instagram makeup and they're picking deliberately the most vibrant colours and they're doing cut creases and they're really putting on the heavy, heavy colour. But I think it's also important to see when you can use these vibrant colours but make it very wearable for when you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, beyond. There's no reason why you can't wear the vibrant colours, but let's be honest, we don't all want to plaster it on as if we're about to do an Instagram post. Sometimes you want to use these colours, but you want to use them in a very elegant, very professional manner that just looks wearable daytime and doesn't look like a heavy photographic makeup. So I'm very happy with this and I look forward to using it this week. Oh, next I'll show you this because I'm not going to open it right now, but this is next week's sponsored post. So this is going to be a tens machine because I think it's really important, and one of the reasons why I agreed to try it out for them is that we've all heard of tens machines, but have we all used them? For me, I've never used one, but I'm aware of what they are. So it's muscle stimulation to help with pain. Sometimes you hear about when someone's in labour, they use the TENS machine to try and help with the contractions. So I think it's really important that on the channel I at least try a TENS machine and see for me if I feel that it's quite easy to use, if I feel it's quite effective. Touch wood, I don't actually have any ongoing pain that I need to use it for, but there's going to be times for all of us when we have an ongoing issue, maybe a muscle complaint, a condition where a TENS machine is just going to come in very handy. So this is from Ohuhu, which I love their name. And I'm not going to open it up right now, I'm going to save that for the video. But I think I can just lift this open just now. And we will have our instructions, which I'll chat through. But look at this TENS machine. I remember when I used to see them previously, they would always be quite big units, almost like Faradic machines, galvanic machines, just big units that you might not even be able to carry about and it might not be portable. So this one looks great, it looks like an iPhone. So I will be doing a video on that next week and we'll try it out, fire it up and see how we find it. So that is going to be next week's content, and you can see how it looks just on the picture there. It looks quite simple to use, so I have my faith in it that it will be very effective and very simple just to get started with. Next one is a gift for someone, and I'm not telling them that I'm putting this video up, so hopefully they don't see. I spotted this online and it was a special offer from a company called Groom, and I hadn't heard of them, but it was 3 shampoo bars and they're handmade. So what I thought was good about this is that the person that I've bought them for travels a lot. And when you travel a lot, but you also, if you wash your hair daily, when you're travelling, sometimes carrying shampoos, you don't want to carry the minis because you'd have to carry multiple minis. Sometimes you don't want to carry the bigger one because there's always the worry that they could burst in your bag. It doesn't happen often, but you can get leaks. You know you can, it happens to everyone. So I thought it could be good for this person to try these out because if they're travelling, look at how portable they are. But also it's a shampoo bar, so you're obviously going to get the benefits of shampoo. But the great thing is, no leaks, no worries. And I think they should last you quite a long time. You might not even have to take all of them with you. So there are 3 different types here. Revitalising, which is cocoa butter. Nourishing, simply coconut. And brightening, lemon and sweet almond. So I'll have a look here. It says circle gently over wet hair. Massage from the roots to the ends of the hair, rinse thoroughly, store in a dry place. So it says here that solid shampoo bar with lemon to freshen and sweet almond oil to condition. This one is enriched with conditioning coconut oil, adds shine to dull and heat damaged hair. and this one is with cocoa butter, gives softness and brings brilliant shine to dull hair. So I'll open one very carefully so I don't damage the packaging, but I thought that was a nice thoughtful stocking filler for someone who does travel a lot and wants to keep their essential toiletries down to a minimum. And I can see here that Groom have included a little leaflet, so I'll make sure I put that in with their gift. And it's just saying that they're inspired by Scandinavian ideals and they're creating products that serve a real purpose, only use quality ingredients, cut the gimmicks, lose the labels. They don't deal with things that are for him or her, they're for everyone and one fair price. So I think that's a great ethos. So I hope that these go down well. There's just some of the examples that they sell too. It includes their razor, their cleansers, their wash bags, facial tonics, shave gels, body polishes, facial washes. I like the ethos, so I hope it goes down well. I think when you buy someone products and they've not necessarily heard of the company and they might even be new to the person that's buying them, I like to put a leaflet in with it so that they understand a little bit about them. I don't know anyone like it, but you do hear people saying that if they don't give someone a named brand that they recognise, they might have this presumption that somehow it's not good or it's not as luxurious or not high quality just because they've not heard the name. But I don't think we live in these times anymore. I think it really is now quality products are everywhere and it's just up to you to go and hunt them out and find them. So this one is the cocoa butter and that's how it looks there. It's nice and neat. Just looks like a nice little bar of soap. Feels nice. And the smell? Oh yeah, you can smell the cocoa butter. That is the predominant smell. That's lovely. So I won't open the other ones just now, but that's what we're looking like here. This was a special offer. I don't know if they're still doing it. It was 3 for £10. It might not be the case now, but I would definitely go and have a look because just looking at these, I think it's going to go down well as a nice stocking filler gift. These are my other stocking filler gifts, and these are for someone who has recommended to me that I get them some items that are to do with their skin. So what they want is something that's for sensitive skin that can break out. So there's no real issues that require some GP referral or GP advice, but they're definitely looking for products that are going to help with problematic skin. And you know when your skin isn't always problematic, but you just get flare-ups and you get issues. So that's why I had a think about it, did my research and came up with these two. So I'm sure if you're into Pixi, you'll be familiar with the Glow Tonic. So it's 5% glycolic acid and it's an exfoliating toner. You're probably so familiar now with your glycolics, everybody's talking about them, and it's because they're so effective. Obviously it's not for everyone and you get different percentages, you get different brands, different potencies, and I would say if you want to know more about it in depth, my recommendation was go to Caroline Hirons, go to her channel. She's got so much research that she's done. She makes it evident how much has gone into it and just what she's had to do to get these quality tutorials up there, and they tell you what you're looking for, the percentage, the recommended brands, and exactly how they're going to work on your skin. Having said that, obviously everyone's skin can behave differently, so do your research, and if you try out a product, always do your patch tests. But I think the Pixi Glow Tonic is going to be really good for helping someone that is getting breakouts and really needs to just work on regularly sloughing off that dead skin to prevent the build-up that causes the breakouts and causes the blockages. So that's part and parcel of how to help your skin. It's not the only thing that you should be doing in the routine, but it's definitely a good product basically to add into it. So that's one. When I was doing my research, because again the brief was buy me products for Christmas that are going to help my skin, it's all left to you. Then I managed to catch This Morning, it was a couple of weeks ago, and they just happened to be doing a segment on different problematic skin conditions and products that could help. Vichy came up and it was the Normaderm Phyto Solution, which is recommended for breakouts. There's a lot of ranges that I think are already recommended to me and work for me for breakouts. I really like The Ordinary, I really like Avene, that's actually coming up too. But Vichy's a new one for me, familiar with the brand, not familiar with this. So I've bought this because it's double correction daily care. It's for blemishes, blackheads, enlarged pores and excess sebum, but it's also for sensitive skins. So this is 2% salicylic acid, hyaluronic acid, and it's going to help with imperfections, hydrating and clearing the skin. So it's just having a look here. It's a dual action anti-imperfection moisturiser. It's going to target your blemishes, your visible pores, your blackheads. It's going to help with uneven texture, oily skin and dehydrated skin. And you're going to apply it morning and evening on cleansed skin, avoiding the eye area. And it's also good as a makeup base. So I'm going to be very careful here because obviously I'm not going to open up the product, but just to see how the bottle looks. So it's a glass bottle. It's quite heavy, and I believe that it's just got that little pump action dispenser there. So I hope the person who's asked for a product, when they see it, they're happy with it and they start using it properly, immediately and regularly, because as you all know, no point getting a gift and saying, oh fantastic, and then you just use it intermittently. That's not ideal. So I will be saying to them in their little card, right, that's me done my part, I've got you the product, your job is to start using it and we'll start monitoring your skin. Now this is one that I actually bought for myself to try. I like facial washes. I don't really like using cleansers too much on me because I tend to have sensitive moving into oily. I don't break out a lot, but the sensitivity can be quite irritating. And then when you do get a breakout, sometimes cleansers, if they're oil-based, they just don't work for me. So this is an intensive purifying gel from Vichy again, the same range. And this is an effective cleanser of the skin, cleansing base with vegetal origin. Clinically proven on blemish-prone skin. So having a look here, first cleanser enriched in minerals and probiotics that will, with daily use, reduce sebum building without damaging the skin. And it's morning and evening, it's going to make a foam on wet skin, and then obviously you rinse it off and continue with your routine. So I will look forward to trying that out, and if anyone wants to know, I'll let you know how I get on with that. So I like using the gels, but obviously not when they're too drying. I have used some gels before, and they feel very drying when you've rinsed them off and you feel like you cannot wait to get your moisturiser on. So I'm hoping that won't feel too drying on the skin. This is an old favourite. I might even have had it on the channel before, Avene. Really like it because it's water-based. Always pick the sensitive range for this. And this is Cleanance MAT. So it is a, just having a look here, oily, blemish-prone skin mattifying emulsion. I either go for sensitive or for the oily, but I don't really have too many problems with severe breakouts. It's just once in a blue moon. Does anyone else get that? Just once in a while skin goes a bit haywire. So I just like to have this because it's so light and easy to use, and I will actually open this one up for you. They always put in a really informative information leaflet with it too. This might also have their protective seal on it, yeah. Avene is just a fail-safe for me. I have it in my kit too. If anyone is having any makeup applied and I'm not too sure how their skin's going to react, I know that with Avene I'm going to be fine. It doesn't have a scent. It's, well actually it does have a scent. It's very fresh, but it doesn't smell perfumed, and I'm guessing it won't be highly perfumed because it's for sensitive, oily skin, because that's just not going to work with skins like that. That's just a recipe for disaster. It doesn't feel oily, it feels very light, and then it's in seconds. So you don't need to use, we don't need to worry basically about using a product like this and then worrying that through the day you're going to start getting oily, or you might start to feel as if you're having a reaction to it. It's just an all-time favourite for me, and I always go back to Avene. There's maybe 2 or 3 cleansers and moisturisers that I know I can use and I don't even need to think twice about it, so that's one. And our final item today, I don't know if you can see that, with Love Shearer candles. So they've got a new collection out. Let's see if I can open this. So I think I know what's in here. Can I open this without damaging the sticker? Does anyone else do that when they try not to damage the sticker so that they can potentially reseal it later? Here we go. I haven't had a look in here yet. So it is Alphabet Candles. So it says, we're delighted to introduce our Alphabet collection. Discover our collection of 28 scented votive candles featuring every letter of the alphabet, plus a heart and an ampersand, carrying our popular Egyptian cotton fragrance. And I can say that when you open the box, you really can smell the fragrance. It's lovely. These votive candles will burn for approximately 20 hours, priced competitively at £2.50 each, or buy multiples 3 for £6. And that's at shearercandles.com. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So we've got the alphabet here. Oh, let's see. See if I can spell this out. So can we guess what this is? We've got an H, an O. It feels like countdown if anyone's familiar with that. Home, I love this. I wonder if you can see it if I keep moving them over. Home, S, P, A, and there's even some stars here. I love this. This is so lovely. Thank you, Shearer. That is gorgeous. There's stars in the box. I don't know if you can see here. They're so nice. Can you see that there's still lots of stars in the box? Can you see that? Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Shearer. That smells beautiful. So I've had these tidied up for me because apparently I had them all wonky, but I couldn't see from the back. Sorry about that. So I love this. Thank you so much, Shearer Candles. You can really smell the perfume. So can you imagine when you light them, if you can smell the perfume right now when they haven't even been lit? I love that they've also got the little protective barrier on them just now too, so that's really good. Remember to take that off, and always remember that Shearer have the instructions on the base, and they also have a part on the website for how to burn your candles and maintain them safely. So on the leaflet it said 3 for £6, so I could imagine if you wanted to spell out someone's name and put it aside for Christmas, that would be a great gift and a really fun and affordable stocking filler too. So I think that's lovely. Egyptian cotton is a scent that I don't think I've smelled before. It's really nice, it's really fresh, I love it. So thank you, Shearer. That's a lovely way to end this video. I don't know if I want to burn these. I just want to keep the Homespa forever now. I think that's just the nicest, unusual addition to any gift idea that I was going to give to someone. So now I'm racking my brains for who I could spell out their names for that could dot them all about a room. Hope you enjoyed that. So it's a little unboxing slash some of the items that I've been buying for myself or for Christmas gifts. As always, if you want to see more of this type of video, let me know. If you've got any recommendations for videos, give me a shout. And other than that, have a lovely weekend and I'll see you soon.